Yo, so that was exciting.
What's up, guys?
What's going on, brother?
Having technical difficulties.
Aren't we all?
We're all having
HDMI
HDMI
problems
problems.
going on down here in a minute.
So I'm gonna say I can't get my computer to recognize my camera.
Jesus
So,
Christ.
so I'm on the iPhone tonight.
Yeah, Charles is a bit of a camera guru. We was actually talking about it prior to. And it probably is, like I say, it probably is that fucking little dongle adapter fucking thing.
Which camera are you using?
The Sony ZV-E10 II.
Yeah, it's your HDMI port. It gets loose. That's what happened to one of mine. I had a ZV-10 version 1, and the whole port come loose. It's actually probably not your cable or your capture card. It's that port. It just can't support the weight of the cable.
Oh, so actually in the camera.
Yeah.
How can you get that fixed, or is it?
Do a warranty claim, or you're gonna have to do like I'm gonna do is just change cameras with a large HDMI port.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I haven't had this long enough to have this kind of problem with.
Yeah, it shouldn't be going on that quick.
Yeah, I bet.
Can you guys hear the wieners having a fucking wiener fight down there? Because Wrigley's gonna go ape shit. How's it going, Donald? How's it going? Rutledge. Rutledge.
There we go. Look, why couldn't I see any comments? But I had the private chat turned on.
Yeah, we're not private chatting around here. So this is the first time I've used
StreamYard.
StreamYard. So playing around with this right here. This is yard sale. But it's pretty good. I like it. So I can actually bring people in. I think 3 is the max. I don't know. 3 is the max unless I get the next.
I think you could do. I don't know. I've never brought anybody.
If you have the paid one, you can do like 10.
Yeah, so this is paid, but it's not super duper paid, right? I think it fucking so hey, wieners, quiet or you get kicked out. So we got a blind going on over here, and then we're just gonna pick our best 3. Hey, you guys need to go away. Oscar, come here.
You ever heard anybody had a wiener that loud?
Absolutely quiet as a mouse until fucking we start fucking recording, and then you have to have a fucking fight about it, eh? You fucking bastard.
They have a hard time sharing that huge bed for 2 little wieners.
Yeah, they just like to fight and argue and bitch, just like any brother and sister, I guess. So we are actually drinking. What do we got here? Got the new rye going on.
You can't really fucking see it from back here.
I got into that a little bit earlier today.
It's a good one, eh?
It really is.
It's
Especially
good for Woodford, that's for sure.
What are you drinking there, Charles?
Right now I am sipping some President's Choice bourbon here. This is barrel 101. Nope, sorry, I lied. It's aged 101 months, barrel 109.
What about you, Jono? What are you drinking?
I am drinking the KBF Buzzard's Roost pick. Their bourbon. The founder's 9-year bourbon from Buzzard's Roost.
Yeah, one of the ones at I suppose we can talk about Bourbon on the Banks. It was they had a really nice cigar batch, Buzzard's Roost cigar batch.
I kicked myself. I didn't even see it. That was like right when we got in there, and I was immediately had people on me.
Yeah.
And then my damn camera on my chest, that crap just wasn't. It was acting up. All that happened at once, which is typical for me. And I just walked to the Buzzard Roost and said, "Give me something."
Yeah.
And I saw in your video they had a cigar. But I was like, "Son of a bitch!"
They did, but they didn't have any bottles.
Say, a lot of people sleep on Buzzard's Roost, but they really actually do some really good blends.
You know, when they first opened in Louisville on Whiskey Row, Amy and I went there. They weren't only open a week yet. And they made some mixed drinks for us. They were great. And then we just had straight pours. It was some of the worst shit I ever had. And then everybody I've talked to since then was like, I can't believe you don't like Buzzard Juice. And I'm like, what do you expect? I don't like anything anybody likes. But I keep hearing it. So I've got to try it again.
Yeah, I need to. So was Jimmy working the booth at Buzzard Juice at Bourbon on the Banks?
Is he like the bearded dude? Yeah.
Big bearded guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
They got a new distiller or blender or whatever the hell. I don't know if they distill there, but the kid that worked there, whose dad worked at American Stave, he's left. I don't know where he's went. They got a new distiller now.
Yeah, so you're a Barrel King member too. Yeah, fuck, I got so many Barrel Kings. I'm running out of room. I think I got 11 unopened Barrel Kings.
And that's the only reason why I don't join something like that is because every month I couldn't keep up with it.
No, I can't. And like, I don't want to open, I can't. I'm not someone who likes to open them all, but I do want to. Hey, thanks, Donald. Oh, by the way, all the super chat money for this event is going to the Tennessee Dash Hound Rescue of Tennessee, whatever you call it. So super chat away, that's fine. But there is also if I go to this thing, the QR code too, and that'll just take you straight to their donation website. So that way they probably get even more money. So Google's not taking their cut. But anyway, for the puppies. But yeah, no, Bourbon on the Banks was great. Fantastic fucking thing. I think, Smoky Mountain Bourbon Society should definitely try and fucking get a tent there next year because that would be awesome.
Yeah, I think
it was. I've never been. I didn't go to KBF, but I really enjoyed Bourbon on the Banks. It was just crowded enough to not piss me off. So it was good.
From what I can tell, you're dealing with two completely different cultures of bourbon festival.
Definitely.
No, there was no allocated bottles to be had at this event. Not even and Charles went the night before to the VIP thing, and it was all auction. There was no. You could explain what they offered and how they offered it, but it wasn't like show up at this time and you have a chance to get this.
Yeah, so the VIP auction, you could just go around tasting all kinds of stuff. They actually had one of our club picks there featured at the Buckner's area. That was nice, but all the big bottles were all auction bottles, and it was going to the women's shelter house. I cannot
Women's
remember
and whiskey,
but it was going for like domestic violence and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was it just there were some good bottles there, but it was like a big craft. You know how in the KBF they had the craft side? This was just pretty much all craft. Like there were big names there, makers were there, but they didn't give it any effort.
You can tell, and that's true 100% because two off the top of my head there was Makers and Four Roses, and neither one of them brought anything besides what you can buy on the shelf, which was kind of silly. Why even waste your time? I don't know. I can't think of any other big main distiller that was there besides them.
No.
You talk about what they're setting up as far as KBF is concerned. The big guys at KBF, people literally just line up. They go get the bottle. They don't speak a word to really anybody inside. They pay for their shit, and they're out of there. They're on to the next line. Where if you go over to like the craft side, you've got this whole interaction. You're talking to the distillers, you're talking to some of the brand advocates, and you get a little bit more insight about the whiskey, and you talk about it. And there's so much more to it. I don't really understand what the big names really get out of it outside of bottle sales.
They didn't even have. I don't even think Four Roses and Makers were selling bottles. And why would you even care to buy them there? Because you can get everything they had. Four Roses is literally the best bottle they had was their small batch select.
Yeah.
And when we walked up to their tent, there was the two girls were just sitting there talking to each other, and we kind of shocked them when we walked up. And there was a huge crowd around their area, but they were just standing there talking. They weren't interacting with Four Roses at all. And you'll see it if you guys watch the video when I put it out. You'll see.
Just watch mine.
This is better anyway. When I walked up to the counter, the table, I said, is this just what you have? Is just the standard stuff? It's like, yeah, we don't have anything else. I'm like, awesome, thank you. I'm gonna pass because I'm gonna get shit house drinking all the stuff I'm gonna drink, and I don't need help from something I know I like. So see y'all later.
Yeah, and there was some, not saying they weren't good bottles, but like, man, I sort of didn't. I tried to go to a bourbon event and not buy a bottle. That was sort of my game plan. Like, I did not buy one of these Woodford Reserves. I only got your one, John. And I'm sort of kicking myself now. I'd sort of planned that I would go back on Sunday and pick one up, but I forgot that Sunday nothing's open till like freaking 1 o'clock in the morning. So that plan busted.
So you literally just bought me one. You didn't get one as well.
Yep. Just because I just figured I blew my wad at KBF, so I thought, I'm just going to go to a bourbon fest and not buy a bottle. I was going to attempt to not buy a single bottle, and I achieved that, but I regret it.
I got a buddy picking.
I wish I would have got the bluegrass. I passed up on the bluegrass Spanish oak finish and 11-year. I wish I'd have got that.
Oh, I was totally going, and that was the other thing. Probably the only thing with the Bourbon on the Banks is it closed really quick.
Yep.
It probably should have gone for like another hour into the evening. It was just starting to cool down. It was just like, I don't know, like say all these bourbon fests get to a bit of a blur, and you just turn around and then you're like, oh, it's closing. Everything's closing down. And then, you guys had the bottle share with Tom, and we sort of knew about it, but we just didn't register, right? We were just fucking, well, I guess we're out here. Next thing we know, we're at a bar, and we had a great time with the drinking buddy and Wakes and Whiskey, a couple of Instagram people that we've met before. But would have been
a little old fashioned.
Yeah.
Chad.
Good guy. How's it going?
Yeah, he was fun to talk to. When we started talking to him at Bourbon on the Banks, I had a good conversation with him. We got some good pictures, but at that point, it was like everything was a blur. It's like it all blends together. I guess the little bit of inebriation I had plus meeting, we just kept talking. We spent so much time talking to people that it just was just a blur. But Chad, the invitation you got to the deck is 100% valid. I do remember that, and I would love to have you on the deck.
Yeah. No, he's talked about going over East Tennessee a few times, so we've got a bunch of different places we could hunt some bourbon, get some good bottles at some great values.
Yep, for sure.
What was the most surprising thing for you guys at the event?
Them pushing us out the door at 6 o'clock. Like literally, like you guys just need to leave. It's over. Get out. Get out of this public area. You can't be here no more. Outside. I
find that very surprising. Really, it's normal though. Is that the first time you've ever closed down a bourbon event?
I've never been to one.
No, that's normal. That's every one of them.
Yeah,
we went to the Knoxville Whiskey Festival, and we did the VIP. We got there at 6, and we were home in bed by 7:30 because Amy drank too much too fast.
Oh God!
Yeah. I would say that's the first festival that I've been. Like KBF, I've never been there. Hey John, we've never been there till the end. We're out of there because it's too long, So I think KBF is too long, and Bourbon on the Banks just seems to be too short.
Corona makes it another hour or two.
Yeah, if we had 2 more hours, that would have been great. I think that was awesome. For me, the thing that really caught my attention was all the attention to detail that they had. You had great places to get water throughout the whole place. They had that hydration station truck, and then you had places to rent your Glens. I've never seen Glen rinsing stations at any festival ever.
Oh, really? That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, and they had water at the beginning. They had water bottles, and not just like hydration stations where you could fill bottles up. They had more bottles. It was all free, and that was great. And I didn't meet. No one was negative. No one was pushing. Like, and I'm talking about the event staff. They were all positive. The one guy giving you high fives on the way in. The people kind of dancing. They just all had a positive, good attitude. And typically, when you're in events like this, someone's usually a dick, not just me.
You
outside of you.
Besides me, which I did get a kind of dick moment here and there. I did delete them from the video. Ken, yes, you're correct. But without Amy being next to me, deck night would be nothing without Amy. If there was no Amy, then we'd just be house bourbon.
Yeah, just you could be my boy. You clean my gleans. You're my glean cleaner. A lot of gleans here.
I'll just put them on the floor and let Oscar make them clean.
That's funny.
We're gonna start on the first one.
All right, number 1.
So we're doing a bit
That's
of a
number
blind.
8.
These are the blinds we got. We're just going to drink them and pick up S3. It's not going to be. We'll keep talking about stuff with us. So don't. But that one's not bad.
That right there is Jim Beam or Knob Creek.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you notice that like there wasn't anxiety in the air when people entered the event and there was nobody just sprinting? Like, did you see all the videos of the 70-year-old men from the KBF running to go get bottles? Not one person took off running at Bourbon on the Banks.
No, and it was good. That's what I liked about it, and I think that's like if the event had been a little bit longer, I don't even know if I would even recommend showing up on time. I'd say show up half an hour later.
Well, even me spending most of the time talking to Tom and Darren and a couple of the and Chad and a couple other Deck Night subscribers. Only one we didn't get to that we wanted to was Dark Arts, and one of the reasons we skipped it was because there was a huge line there. We just walked past it because we didn't want to stand in line while we knew it was getting close to 6. But if we would have I'm sure people that just moved along and didn't sit there and BS the whole time like we did.
I'm dying again.
I think an hour more would have been good.
So what was the I guess the difference in the distillers represented at the Bourbon on the Banks versus like I know KBF was strictly all like Kentucky based distillers, and I noticed was it Leaper's Fork that was there at the Bourbon on the Banks and a couple Tennessee distillers.
Yeah, there was a bunch of non-Kentucky distillers, and they all had to do their sales through Capital Spirits or Liquor. I forget what they're called. Capital something.
Okay.
Yeah. But there was even like Ben Holiday and stuff. I think because Kentucky Bourbon Fest, right, I think is probably just limited to Kentucky, where Bourbon on the Bank seemed to be everyone. Ben Holiday, they didn't have much either, but
they just had their standard stuff. The soft red wheat, like that.
But it was still good.
John, there's a question for you. Marty Hayes, where does the SMBS Buckner's rank against all the KBF bottles?
Well, I will say that Buckner's did have a 16-year at the festival, and they had some fairly solid 13 years. But I don't know that there was a better bottle to be had at the KBF. I'm a little biased. I mean, Dave can back me up on it. I don't know that there was a better bottle.
Jesus.
So these are sort of the bottles here, right? So, and it's probably going to come down to this guy, Knob Creek, the Dark Arts, and the Bluegrass. And I would put the Buckners up against any of those three. Like the rest of them, not even in the same ballpark.
You know what makes me different, and just John, you know me, I like the 10-year better. The Buckners.
Yeah, because it's lower proof. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's, I'm not, listen, I've learned not everybody's a proof whore. A lot of us are. But that Buckner's 13 that we did for the group was 143 proof, and it was very much, to me, it was very reminiscent of the 2021 Coy Hills, like the high one, the 140s, and that whole drinking experience were just kind of light you up. That's what they remind me of.
Yeah, and but you're not a proof guy. So.
I don't give a shit what the proof is. If it's good, it's good. It could be 80 proof. It could be 150 proof. I don't care.
But you prefer the lower proof.
Yeah, and you've seen it. You've seen the proof that typically that's how I lean. But I could give a shit what the proof is. I could drink it blind, not know what the proof is, and be fine with it. I don't care.
Well, you don't like it hot.
You're
I
not going
hate
to be able to disguise the
hot.
difference between
Probably a better way to put
140
it.
proof and 114 proof. You're going to know the difference.
And I see what you mean. I see what he means. Like you can get some 100, like small batch Coy Hill, 150 proof.
That shit was smooth as butter.
Because it's so oily and all the rest of it. But on generally, I think if you had like 140 proof 10 year versus 140 proof 13 year, the high proof 10 year would be hot as all get up.
Well, now
I think
Josh, take into consideration we've got a Knob Creek cast strength coming. It's supposed to drop early November, and when we went to it, we were told in advance there were several stores that they literally went in and are like, "What's the highest proof you've had? What's the highest proof you've had?" And that's what they were interested in. They weren't really chasing the flavor. And after we went through it and made our decision, the Knob Creek guy goes, "Well, congratulations, guys! You've just picked the lowest proof Knob Creek cast strength that we've had to date." And it came out at like 114.8.
Yeah, I think you'll
see whiskey's good. Good whiskey's good. Doesn't matter what the proof is.
Yeah, I think you're going to like that one because that one. The thing with Knob Creek is they always just drink hot, right? Some people like just hot whiskeys, like the
Bookers.
Old Forester Blue Labels, and even the Knob Creeks they're just hot to be hot. Some of the Stags are hot to be hot.
Yeah.
Man, that one is not hot to be hot. That's the opposite. Whatever cold to be cold is.
That was one of those that I literally was kind of craving that exact pour for like 2 or 3 days after that pick. It was just something about the flavor on that just absolutely crushed.
Yeah, that's going to be a drinker, man, for sure. I'm going to have to get me a couple of those guys. Hey, David, how's it going, man? What's your car there? Is it a Corvette? Looks like Corvette license. Looks like Corvette lights. So I don't know what drink you're on there, Homer.
I'm on 3.
No, don't fucking look at it.
Oh shit! I didn't know it mattered. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I tell you what it is. But yeah, so I'm just going down the line here, and I found this one here, number 2. 2 in order this way is pretty damn good.
Really, I thought 1 was better than 2.
Did you?
Yep.
Wow. What are you drinking there, John?
I'm getting ready to crack Kenny and Ryan's double oaked Pursuit.
That's a good one.
The double oak rye from the KBF.
Oh yeah. Yep. So I think Joseph here, he'd never had a barrel proof rye. And I said, well, I've got plenty, so I'll hook you up. So I sent him one, and but I had 2. One guy I was sending a Glen to, and the other guy, Joseph, I was sending a Glen and he paid for it. I gave him a good price, but he paid for it and a barrel proof rye. But I got the boxes mixed up or the labels mixed up. So the guy that got the barrel proof rye, he was like, "Oh, fuck, thanks, man." And I'm like, "Oh, dude, sorry, I fucked up." So he's like, "No, I really want this anyway." I'm like, "Oh, fuck," so keep it. So yeah, I upgraded Joe to the 139.2 sucker that we got around. So, yep, no worries, Joe. It's a good one. Yeah, Homer's got a. There's a spare beard over there, buddy. Just carry on.
No, I'm not. I've got to drive home, so there will be.
Sipping. I poured these all half ounce, so his total is 4 ounces.
Yeah, so just a sip, and I'm not even sipping them all.
Pretty sure that one tastes really different, so I think that one might be that. The park. So I've tried all these before, and just off the top of my head, this is fantastic. Hey, this Knob Creek 21 is really good.
For the age, how oaky 15 and 18 is, because I think 12 is the best. I would have to blind 21 and 12 together because I love the 12. That one is better than the 18 and 15. It's nowhere near as oaky, and it's not as I think it's, even though it's 21 years, it doesn't drink like it's 21.
No,
that was the one I took down all your Friday guys, wasn't it, Josh?
Say it again.
I think that was the one I took down to all your Friday guys, wasn't it?
I think you had that one, and you had the Penelope 13 year.
Yeah, that and what was the other one? Oh, that double.
And then you had the Buckner's 13, didn't you?
No, I brought that double oaked rye from Woodinville, the 8-year.
Yes, that's right. You did.
Yeah, I got a bottle.
Really, I'll be honest, that bottle kind of sucks when you first crack it. It gets much better after it oxidizes.
Yeah, the Penelope's got some good stuff. I just got that 10-year estate. I haven't opened it yet. I think you got me that. And oh man, I love that 13. You didn't like it because you have, but I think I want to blind you with that one day because that's what I was telling Homer. I think he doesn't like Penelope. Doesn't like Penelope. So when you give him a bottle with a big P on it, well, I think you got to blind him with that. And I think if someone blinded you with that, you'd be like, oh my god, that's so fucking good.
It's very likely. You guys know me.
And maybe
power of influence.
Well, no, I think it does. I don't like Penelope either. And I think maybe if I hadn't known it was Heaven Hill, I might have just thought, it's
really, you're not a fan of Penelope's, right? Their normal stuff?
Not normally, no.
I've got the toasted. I've tried everything. I've never tried an Architect. So
I was going to say, I love their Architects.
But I've tried the Penelope. I've tried the 4-grain. I'm sorry, the toasted, the 4-grain, the Rio. The Rio's not bad. The Rio, like I call it the king of turds because anything Ambaron is crap. Well, the Rio is the best of the crap. Until I tried it, RD1's Ambaron is better than Rio. But the Havana was actually pretty decent. I liked that.
Yeah.
But I saw your face, John. I liked it for what it was. It's a sweet whiskey. It's meant to be sweet. So I'm not trying to compare it to the standard.
No, I guess you're right. And I was thinking, is it RD1? It wasn't RD1. There's another one. I tried another Albarada at
KC20. The Knob Creek 21 is way better than the 15. Just I feel it blows its doors off. And is it worth $250? Yes, for one. Yes, of course.
Yeah,
but that's
one time.
One time. Look at this box. Look how fucking nice this is.
I'm not
would I buy another one?
Multiple backups, but yeah, it's definitely a one-time. Gotta have
for that price. Even the 15 and the 18, which are extremely higher than the other ones, the other Knob Creek, the standard 9-year or the 12-year, which you can get for $79, is starting to become more attainable. It's just there's no point in buying any of those higher ones because they're good. 821 is great, but what is it, $300? $250. I'd rather spend $79 on the 12. It's not just like Amy and I had a discussion the other day about the difference between what the fuck was it? I don't remember what it was, but it was a difference between a bottle that was okay. It was Woodford double oaked and Woodford double oaked. So the double oaked, $69. The double oak, $200.
Oh yeah.
The double oak is better, but it ain't $150 better.
It's minuscule.
Yeah,
I've had store picks that'll blow it away. That's a really good example of difference in price for value.
Yeah, but for me, this is 3 times as good as any other fucking Knob Creek. Like I don't like Knob Creek. That's the thing. I barely went on the Knob Creek pick because I just don't like it. The 15 is the 12, the 10, whatever. I'll buy this for $250 before I buy any of those other Knob Creeks for.
I'm a fan of the 12 and the 15.
Yeah, and I might be being a bit harsh. I don't hate it. It's not obscene to me or anything like that. But this is for me. This is really, really good. Where those other Knob Creeks are just okay.
But is it $150 better than 12?
For me, yeah.
Oh yeah.
But that's my sort of like to say because I don't drink shit.
That's true. If you don't like Knob Creek, then that's an irrelevant question.
Yeah. Because that's what I was so shocked about this one, and I was so shocked about our pick the only two Knob Creeks I've like, well, I actually like that. I actually would sit down and drink that.
I think number 5 is the other. It's Knob Creek or Pinball. Both of 1 and 5 are Jim Beam products.
Yeah, one's got Jim Beam all over it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Guys, give me just a minute. I'll be right back.
Now leave us. We're gonna go full screen, guys. Whoa. So, how's it going? How's it, Dave? Old school KC picks that were 13 to 15 years for yeah. And I don't want to say I do like 15 and 12. That's been a little bit harsh, but with my value orientations and stuff like that, I don't mind spending the extra money to get something like this, which I think. And the reason I like this is because I found the 18 to be too oaky. The 15 is really good, but it seems to be the hardest one to find.
Yep.
And the 12 is just starting to come back, but I just didn't love it. But that 21 is the sweetness on that 21 is I really like.
But what David said about old school KC,
Oh yeah,
it doesn't matter what it is. If it's 20 years old, bottled 20 years ago, it's better. Like Jack Daniels from the 90s is better than some of the shit they're releasing now. That's just old number 7. That old Dusty that I guess it's gone. The Blantons. Fuck.
Oh no, I decanted it.
That bitch was good.
I turned it into I filled it with epoxy and put it out there, but I decanted it just because.
All right, I'm back.
Oh, I don't want to remove. I want to.
Did you hit the little square? That'll do it.
Oh, there we go. So the KC pick is going to be available where it is. Clinton Liquor, and what do you think in the next 3 weeks or something, John? End of November?
Yeah, he said the last update was early November, so should have it there. The Smoky Mountain Bourbon Society will get it early, and we'll distribute early, and then if there's any left over, we'll actually they'll run through Clinton Liquor.
Yeah, it really sucks because I hear a lot of other, like YouTubers and stuff that do picks, and all their stuff is great. Of course it is, right?
Never sucks.
It never sucks. But when you do these picks, like fuck, I don't know, we've just got lucky or something. Like the whiskey. I think at the end of the year, Whiskey Thief is going to be in it. The Buckner's 13 for me is going to be in it.
Whiskey Thief is fucking amazing.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're letting single barrels into your bourbon of the year, we've got 2 contenders.
I think I have to let single barrels in because.
What's up, Drucifer?
Hey man, yeah, I think we've got to let single barrels in because we've got to let our stuff in.
Well, you guys need to let that Makers that I picked in there because it's the best damn whiskey ever.
No, it's the best maker. Let's call it the best Makers, but that doesn't make it anywhere close to the best fucking whiskey.
Well, I tell you what, I just said, all right, if it wasn't for Amy, that probably would have been the worst thing ever because she picked one, she went with it, and she fought for it, and we had 5 blends we made that day, and she stuck with it, and I agreed with her. It was great.
7 is fucking...
She hates Maker's Mark, so for her to say that's good, that's a big deal.
7 is fucking fantastic.
I haven't got there
so
yet.
far, I got 2 and 7.
So you're saying that pick actually had to be fought for? See, on our picks, I know the Whiskey Thief and the Buckner's 13. They were both 100% unanimous.
You know what wasn't unanimous was Jack Daniels.
The Knob Creek.
I picked the King.
Knob Creek wasn't because I wanted the oddball one, and then
Shit.
Jack Daniels.
Well,
Me and you wanted the oddball one.
Yeah, that was the same thing we dealt with at Jack. I was going to say that when you're doing those picks, you can either tend to go with off profile or traditional profiles. Either one really probably works, and either one would probably be a great win for a bottle. But
yeah, New Riff single barrel proof has to be in there. Which one is New Riff single barrel proof? There, Drucifer. I tell you what will be in there is Headliner, the new Headliner. Oh fuck, it's good.
I haven't tried the new one. I tried last year's. I hadn't got to try the new one yet.
I wasn't a fan of last year's.
Yeah, well, it's because you're wrong. No, yeah,
I enjoyed last year's.
Yeah, it was different, right? And this one again is different, but it's just one of those fucking juicy type things. So that'll definitely be in there. So Dave said, you know, he's not a fan. I'm not a fan of the 18 either. I think the 18 is so over oaked, and the 21 is even more oaked, but it's a sweet oak, and
it's balanced.
It makes all the difference. Yeah, it's balanced, and it's the sweetness.
The sweet and the oak balance each other out in that. The 18 for some reason just dries you out, and there's no sweetness to it.
Yeah, and just puckers you up, and then you're like,
Joseph, which one are you talking about? Because I don't remember which one that I sent you, and there's been a few, and
the makers, mate.
Yeah, well, if it's the makers, and we all know that's the best, but it might be the Jack Daniels that these two fine gentlemen were a part of.
Check out this guy, Roy.
Hey, those I love those logos you sent me. Very nice.
Yeah, the makers.
I tell you, you know, we're talking about that makers, and I appreciate Dave saying it's the best makers out there, which is like, again, the king of turds, but it's not a turd. That some bitch ended up being really good. When we left Makers, Amy and I weren't happy with it because they let us buy that day the Seller's Age 2023 and the Heart Series. And the guy was like, look, we'll go all night long, but if you want to be able to buy these bottles, we have to leave before the gift shop closes. So at like 4:45, he's like, all right, y'all got to pick one or you're not getting the bottles. So everybody's like, let's go, pick one. So when we left that day, Amy and I are like, this is the best of these, but I feel like we could do better. And that's what I like about Maker's Pick is you can keep blending. You're not picking a barrel that a couple of asshats picked off a rack, set on the ground, and said, this is your three to pick from, but you should trust that we picked the best three there are. Right. Just like when I worked at Home Depot and pulled someone's lumber order. Do you think I sat there and cherry picked all them 2x4s, or I just stacked them bastards and sent them on? Mm-hmm. So I get Home Depot's 2x4s are not Jack Daniels and Old Forester's barrels. They want their name on good shit. But we blended. We made it.
Bad boards in the bunch.
Yeah.
So I really think Makers can give people the opportunity to have an excellent store pick.
Yeah, Phone Man, not impressed. Was not impressed about the latest Russell's 13. Well, honestly, that's the reason I don't like Makers, right? Because it's all the same juice and you're chucking pieces of wood in.
That is true.
Come on, man.
They are.
How many different woods can you chuck in it? And then so if I'm going to blend something, I'm going to Barrel King blend it, you know? That's what I think would be super cool. Going and actually blending different whiskeys into one whiskey, you know, taking some MGP and some fucking just sticking wood into stuff is so hit and miss, and I don't know.
Well,
apart from your one was really good, but all the rest of them taste so fucking similar to me.
We'll be honest with you, I've never really tried any other store pick makers because I don't like makers, so I never buy any of them. I just went on that pick because Nate offered it to us, and I'm not going to pass up something. Just like Dave said, he would almost didn't go on a Knob Creek. Well, at that time, I'd never been on one. I'm not passing up anything like that.
Oh, don't let him lie to you. He was so butthurt when I told him he wasn't going on that pick. I had to call and get a spot opened up for him.
John didn't even John was like, I'll do it. I'll go, but I don't want to go, you know. So if there's any other Knob people, but apart from that, I'll go. And it's like, do you want to go? Well, I guess I'll go. Does anybody want to go? I guess I'll go. Anybody?
Hey, I'm still, John, my feelings are still hurt that I haven't been invited back since the Jack Daniels pick. I get it.
You know why?
I don't know. That's BS. I was the funnest guy on that trip.
I'll never take you to Lynchburg again.
It wasn't Lynchburg where the incident happened.
No. Okay, I'm
Close
sorry.
enough.
It's 10 minutes out.
Well, don't take me to that place ever again. And I tried to get Dave. Did he tell you that I tried to get him to stop there so I could tell that guy to shove it in his ass?
Yeah, but that wouldn't make it. So you could go be a bigger dick.
Yeah, because that's not going to help.
You know, John, when you're good at something, you got to run with it.
Right. Yeah, we need to talk about that. We'll talk about that offline.
Has you all thought about an SMB Ragged Branch pick? Probably not Ragged Branch. We just what was the one that's dropping right now?
Castle Rock.
Cedar Ridge.
Cedar Ridge. Yeah, Cedar Ridge is a really crafty place, which once again I'm not big on craft stuff, but that one was actually really good. Oh, you got it.
I was going to say I would consider a Ragged Branch pick because these guys are grain to glass and doing some really unique stuff. It's actually a pretty solid port. And
where are they located?
Weeder, Josh, you might be into this one.
Spicy.
Where's Ragged Branch located? Kentucky?
You're going to make me put my glasses on, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if I know Dave was going to have us in this little picture, I'd have worn mine.
Charlottesville, Virginia.
Virginia.
Distilled
and that's the other thing.
Bottled by Ragged Mountain Farm in Charlottesville, Virginia.
Thomas, every store has a maker's pick. Some stores have multiple maker's picks. I don't understand why it's such a big deal. Maybe it's because they are super consistent and all they do constantly, all their barrels are like Maker's Mark is the most consistent whiskey ever. So to have options for customers, they have to have single barrels done by the stores and they have to have a lot of them.
Middle West is a hit and miss for me. Some of this stuff is really good. Some of this stuff's not. You know what is really good? And we've become, we met Dave Gasper in the parking lot. He's the master blender for Town Branch.
Town Branch, yeah.
Yeah, Town Branch. Yeah, like everybody hates on Town Branch. I hated on Town Branch.
Town Branch was ass, but apparently they've changed their shit.
Their single malt is fucking good. And then they've got that ultimatum or whatever. He brought it out.
Jesus Christ, I just watched that 4 hours ago.
Yeah. Oh man, it's so good. I think he's sort of helping out a lot, and he's really bringing that place.
Well, I told him, and it's on the video that hasn't been finished editing yet, but I told him I hate Town Branch. It's not good. And he's like, when was the last time we tried this? I said about 3 years ago, and he goes, you need to try it again.
He hit the nail on the head. This is the problem, and this is something that you really got to be considerate about when you're going into tasting whiskeys. You taste a whiskey now for a fairly new craft distiller. Their product may only be aged 3 to 4 years when you're getting your very first taste of it, and it's fresh. They haven't really refined their process yet. You're getting some of their very first distillate that they've ever laid down.
Yep.
Give them another 3 to 4 years, and they've refined that process dramatically. Also, you're dealing with older aged whiskey, so they've worked out some of the bugs at that point. So the guys that you kind of shit on in the early years definitely deserve another chance later down the road.
Well, it's you look at it another direction. Like you remember the older Chattanooga Founders blends? If you ever had them, they were pretty solid. Their new Founders
those kind of went backwards, didn't they?
It's because they used to be MGP and now they're their own. And I'm not saying their own shit isn't good. That stuff, the last 2 or 3 Founders have been fucking straight.
Yeah.
Dog dick.
That's tough. But you know who's the ultimate poster child for that is Whiskey Thief. Like Whiskey Thief stuff was super crafty. Like I got a bottle around here. It's fine, but it is now they are fucking just
back when it was,
I got that bottle of 3 boys.
Was it 2 brothers or 3 brothers?
3 boys.
3 boys. That's it. Yeah.
I've got a bottle of 3 boys, and I'm not going to open it because it's 3 boys. They don't exist anymore, so keeping it.
So you guys, we have tried the new William Heavenhill 19. It's good. It's good. It's wheat whiskey. It's probably one of the better wheat whiskeys. It blows the Penelope 11 year, I think, out of the water. But wheat whiskeys are just not really my thing. I really want the William Heavenhill 19. I want it so bad. I want the Tanyered Rye. The frickin' Jack Daniel's Tanyered Rye is probably my number 1. And then William Heavenhill 19. I could probably leave all the BTACs if I could get those two.
Oh no!
I wanted that new Colonel Taylor BTAC.
GTS is hazmat this year.
I care, but I don't care as much. I don't care as much as William Heaven Hill and that Jack Daniels.
I love GTS, and the fact that it's a 142.8 this year gets me excited.
John, I can appreciate and I respect you a lot. I do, in your decisions and choices of whiskey, but I just don't give a shit about GTS. I don't. And the more it becomes such like people that are just dying to get it, and the BTACs, like I'm like the anti guy. Like my brother has never watched.
But this is coming from a guy that just told me Maker's Mark was great.
I said a Maker's Mark was great. A. But let me give you an example. My brother refuses to watch Forrest Gump because it's so well liked, such a popular movie, and he's like, "I'm just not gonna watch it because it's just everybody else likes it, so whatever. Yeah. I'm not gonna do it because everybody likes it." That's kind of where I'm at with the BTACs. I'm like, and I've tried all of them, and I haven't liked any of them. It's not like they suck. It's not like they're bad, but they're definitely not worth the price for the hype.
They're definitely worth their price, just not their
secondary price.
Yeah,
that's their price because I can't get it retail.
Oh, you probably could with your buddies,
dude. No, they don't. That shit. Nope. And think about it like this.
Yeah, I want to do a ragged branch. Sorry.
Yeah.
I agree. Do a ragged branch. We're gonna move on.
Yeah.
We're gonna move on.
Yeah, if somebody doesn't like GTS is GTS is great, but man, I'm just so hyped about the Jack Daniels 10-year dry and everything I've heard about the William Heaven Hill 19. Like that sounds absolutely amazing.
Well, Heaven Hill and Jack Daniels, I think, are two of the best producers out there.
And I don't think the GTS, okay, it's going to be hazmat, but it ain't going to be like the old hazmat.
Right. I don't expect a 2016 or a 2012, but I mean, I've loved the 23 and the 24. The last 2 years, I've enjoyed.
Yeah, we got some people. We got Roy's up your alley too. He didn't watch Star Wars because everybody liked it because he was an idiot. And Jerusalem didn't watch Rocky.
Oh.
Rocky, I could see that, but Roy's an idiot. Roy, you're an idiot.
We love you though.
Yeah. I don't even want any BTEC stuff unless MSRP watch won't happen. Yeah, it probably won't happen, Tom. But you never know. Like it's always and even MSRP keeps creeping, eh?
Yeah, well, Buffalo Trace, I think they finally got tired of seeing their bottles go for multiple thousands of dollars when their retail is hundreds or less. They've already raised Blanton's to a ridiculous price. Stag's price doubled. All the Wellers are starting to double. I guarantee you, I know the BTACs have gone up at least half, maybe $50.
Well, they're still amazing value as far as everything. But everything, it's funny because it will be interesting when Blanton's is $90. How can GTS be $152? $70.
It was $152 when I got one last Christmas.
Yeah, so I think you'll probably find.
I thought you couldn't get them unless you bought them at some crazy secondary price.
That's the one my only pick that I got, and I got it just because I knew I could turn that bastard. That's the only bottle I ever sold secondary. I did not drink it.
You stole a bottle of secondary?
I did.
You hang your fucking head. Shame. Yeah. No,
I will say that I'm about as put out with Buffalo Trace as about any brand there is.
And I think I saw
they're so shady in what the fake FOMO and.
But is it them? They're a great company. When you go there, it's a great experience. It's got a great history. Is it them or is it the damn flippers?
You can't produce 50 million barrels a year and tell me there's a shortage.
Yeah, something doesn't quite add up.
The math doesn't add up. I mean, they've been producing 10 times as much whiskey as any other distiller now for almost 5 straight years. And you're going to tell me that they've got an issue with supply?
Do you feel the same way about Jack Daniels?
Well, Jack Daniels does. They can supply.
Jack's not a
they
shortage.
Can supply their stuff.
Well, Jack Daniels, I can't. I've never owned a Coy Hill.
Well, that's because that's.
Well,
because you know
that's a
exactly how many
limited
barrels
release.
there are.
There's only so many barrels of it.
Well, isn't all the B-Tax limited release?
The B-Tax.
Yeah,
No,
we're talking about
Weller Special Reserve, Antique 107, shit that's got an aging on it of 5 to 7 years.
Jack Daniels 107 is aged longer than Blanton's. So why isn't there? Why? And you can go 107 in every country in the world. Why can't
old number 7?
Yeah.
What did I say?
107.
Oh, no.
Well, you know,
Old number 7.
Jack Daniels. The fuck was I going to say?
If you please.
I forgot.
Yeah. So no, I don't know what they're doing with their general stuff, but there's no reason why Weller Special Reserve, Weller 107, probably all the Wellers really, because they're not any different age, they're just different proof.
You can't tell me they're cherry picking Blanton's barrels anymore.
I remember what I was going to say. You know, now that they've got their second still, and they've basically doubled their production. And the guy that Dave at Whiskey Thief said he worked at Blanton's or Buffalo Trace and said that they triple Whiskey Thief's output in an afternoon that they put out all year. Blanton should. I guess I'm just kind of taking a tangent here. If this is the case, and they're going to keep with the whole standard of out of stock, maybe they should go back to the 9-year age statement on Blanton's.
Oh yeah, well that would make sense. But we all know Blanton's has got a 4 or 5 year age statement because it's garbage. You know, you can try a Blanton's from even 5 or 6 years ago. It is so much better than anything that they get now. I've got a Blanton's.
Some of the Buffalo Trace bottles are better than what they're putting in Blanton's. Just their bottom shelf shit. I don't know.
So Tom said JD 14 and Coy Hill were easy for me to get. JD 10 and 12 impossible here. Well, how about I'll swap you a JD 10 for a 14 or a Coy Hill, Tom? Hook me up. Link below.
Well, you know, I got 14s easier than I got to 10 and 12. I still don't have a Coy Hill though.
What's up, Jonathan? Hey, yes, we did come across it, and it's right here, and it's delicious. We were talking about it prior to that.
If I'd have known you wanted one, I'd have got you one. Did we buy more than one that day?
We could have bought 2. I brought 1. I made him believe it was for me, but it was actually for him.
Why didn't you just tell me it was for John?
Well, I didn't know if it was going to be, because I thought I was going to get one. No, I didn't know. I just wanted to not buy a bottle. I wanted to go to an event and not buy a bottle.
You know, Ken, I don't think Buffalo Trace has ever ran the second still. It's just open. So, I mean, all because they don't run it doesn't mean they don't have the ability to run that bastard.
Homer is a hater.
I'm a piece of shit. We already decided that a long time ago.
I don't know about piece of shit, but you hate things. Negativity.
What do I hate? I like
very angry.
Very angry, man.
I'm not angry. I'm just opinionated.
Yeah, but it's not good opinions. I think it's a problem. Everyone's allowed an opinion.
Well, you know what they say.
Opinions are like assholes. I've got the best one.
I haven't heard that before. Wow.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, man. I'm sitting here drinking. I've sat here and drank 3 or 4 different bottles, and this Ragged Branch might be the best one I've had out of all of them.
So I've got a top 3. I've got a definite top 2, and then a top 3.
I don't. I'm lost. You know me.
Yeah.
You're better. You know I was going to get lost. You did this just to embarrass me.
Just find the worst one and tell everybody that's the one you like.
What's the one you hate the worst?
Whatever one smelled like licorice.
That's probably the winner.
I think it was number 4. Nope, that's not bad.
Matt, late. You're late, bud.
This to me is still probably in the top 3 bottles that was dropped at the KBF.
They had that there at Bourbon on the Banks as well.
Now see, I would have bought more of these because you can see this one's it's going
Gone burger.
You know, John, we did that to the whiskey thief pick.
Yeah,
I mean, I
you
hammered
got
that sucker in
destroyed.
like
Yeah, I saw
that
that.
much
I
as
saw that
nothing.
in your video or a picture you posted the other day. I was like, damn, he's abusing that girl.
That was one night.
Yeah.
So Tom, the 2025 release is actually going to be called It's a rye from Tanyard Hill, and it is going to be up to almost 150 proof. So a single barrel like Coy Hill, but not bourbon. It's going to be a rye, and it is my #1 hunt. And it should be coming out any fucking day. And I need one. Well, I need two. I need
anybody
one.
want to take an over under on what color it ends up being?
Green
Color.
Yeah, you think they'll do a special color for it?
It's gonna be green.
Well, no, have you not seen the label? I think it's very, very reminiscent to all the rest of them, and I think it is it's clear and everything, but I think that little row thing is like red with green rather than red with gold.
Okay. That's what I was wondering. I mean, you can't. The Coy Hills are the orange labels or the red labels.
I love that label too. That label looks good.
It really does.
But you know what? The Tanyard Hills, or I'm sorry, the rye, the typical barrel proof ryes, they're all aged in Tanyard Hill currently, aren't they?
No, they're all over the place.
They've got one Coy too.
Yeah, they were saying a lot of the really good ones are coming from Coy Hill, but Tanyard and Coy is like here.
Yeah, Tanyard's close is the second highest behind Coy Hill.
Yeah, and you'll have some rickhouses on Tanyard that are higher than some rickhouses on Coy.
Worse.
Word on the street is they're dropping Heroes Select in the morning at the White Rabbit.
Good. We'll get there. So there's a Jack Daniel's barbecue on this weekend. You're not coming in because you got to work, but me and John are going to be there.
Some of us got work, John.
So I wouldn't mind getting the Jack Daniel's Heroes, the new bourbon, and then that distillery series. Yeah, I need a couple of those.
I need one of those. If you can get me one.
I need two. So
you're welcome, John.
Well, I don't need two. If they'll let me buy two, I'll hook you up with one home.
Thank you.
Push the luck, guys.
He has to have one go in the set and then one to drink.
I don't. You know, I collected football and baseball and basketball cards for years and years. I don't have a problem with collecting.
I do.
The reason I can respect Dave's collecting because he just collects Jack Daniels. He doesn't collect everything. It's just because he wants. I mean, this is a respectable set.
I've pushed him close to some rabbit holes before, though.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay away from it, and I have one of these open. Every single one of these bottles I have open. The only one I don't is that single malt, and it's because it's garbage, and I don't like it.
It's pretty bad.
It's terrible. The Jack Daniel's single malt, it's terrible. Well, it's not terrible.
Most single malts are terrible. I bet you money this is the Dark Arts single malt.
What number is it?
Hold on, let me taste it again.
There's no single malt. It's Dark Arts.
I thought it was. I thought you had the single malt.
Not in here. That's why I do that.
I thought that's what that was. Turkey. Never mind. I won't say that then.
Okay. So
you got a Dark Arts open, Dave?
Buff turkey or single malt?
Yeah, the 16-year.
Yeah.
I didn't know you opened one of those.
Oh yeah, I open everything, John. You know. So that's what we got in the lineup.
I don't remember you buying one, to be honest.
Yeah, remember we lined up, and that's where we hung up with Zach and Dave.
Yeah, well, I remember I bought two, but they were.
You bought two of the buff turkeys.
Well, they were for people. Before I went, I had a couple members in the club reach out and say, "Hey, can you hook a brother up?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll go get you one."
What I didn't realize was they had this one, which was their 7-barrel blend. It came in at 118.8 proof. It's really good, don't get me wrong, but they also had like some single barrel stuff. And I don't know what the price. We went to Dark Arts. Was it me or you? We went to Dark Arts, and it was me. I'll say. And we went, and they had their single barrel one. It was like $900 fucking dollars.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
That's why
how much it was.
Yes, that was ridiculous. Now, did you guys try the blunt blend Dark Arts?
Yep.
Yeah,
that was fucking tits.
Yeah.
That was the day that
really
Dave
nice.
crossed the threshold and said, "Ooh, I kind of like this single malt."
I really kind of like do. And I think I was trying to get it out of Dave from Town Branch, but that Town Branch and that frickin' it tastes the same. It's that fruity papaya
Emporium.
Emporium is the Town Branch stuff you need to look out for, because that shit's gonna be great.
Okay. I was gonna
Puppy
say I
Luke
bought
Ranger.
that 15-year.
So there's about 37 people in there. So if you want to scan the QR code up the top, donate to the Dash Hounds. You can also Snapchat, and I'll give that money to the Dash Hounds, but Google's going to take their cut. So better to just scan there and go find yourself a dog. I've got some fucking good looking dogs. You should get a dog.
Amy said I can't have a dog.
What the fuck's wrong with her?
She doesn't like dogs.
Mine's broke.
Mine are sleeping. I shouldn't probably wake them up, but
also for those of you who haven't done it yet, go to Deck Night on the Rocks and hit subscribe.
Go to Pray to the Tater and hit subscribe. Poor bugger's only got like four followers on YouTube.
I was gonna say that's pretty good considering I've got one video up.
Yeah. So Pray to the Tater
on TikTok.
Well, he's not on TikTok, but on YouTube he's got like 4 followers. I think one of them are me. I think 3 of them are me.
Yeah.
The other one probably is me, because I know I'm following you.
Yeah, it's literally. I was gonna say I don't post anything on YouTube. I need to switch formats. Actually, I haven't posted
on TikTok lately.
TikTok in forever.
Hey, Dave. Yeah, my wiener over there, they've finally gone to sleep. They had a big fight, as they normally do, and now they're just sleeping really. I'd spin the camera around, but I don't have the functionality in this fancy new software. But
at least you can get your camera working.
Yeah, we need to sort that out. I think it's that little adapter. So you got any best? Do you want to pick?
I think these two are. I hate to say it because I could be totally wrong.
No, well, there's no wrong.
No, because I could drink these right now and say they were good, and then try them all again and pick totally different ones.
Mm. What is it?
1, 4. They're lined up, aren't they?
Yep.
That's exactly how they
are. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you actually like the Knob Creek 21.
I told you it was a Jim Beam.
And you like the Dark Arts.
And the worst one is 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm cool with that.
Let's go 13.
I'm cool with that.
Mine, these are definitely my 2 favorite, and this one comes in 3rd. But this, I'm pretty sure, I think this one is Knob Creek because it's so fucking kooky.
Number 1.
Yeah. And then these 2 are my favorite. So it's 4 and lost my sticker. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, look what you're missing. You're gonna have to do a
It's all gone.
Elimination.
5.
John killed it.
2, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Did you say 4?
7, 8, 9. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, one of your glasses. This was your glass that you were drinking from. That's your rye.
So it was this one. It was one on the edge here. So it was 5. There's these 2. That makes sense. I like that idea. Jerusalem, $4 for the puppies. The wife to get a Doxie, she brought a Dalmatian. This starts with D.
I used to watch wrestling back in the late 90s, and every time you guys say puppies, it makes me think of boobies. Bring the puppies. It was what they said in wrestling. Puppies. John knows what I'm talking about.
Believe it or not, I didn't watch a lot of wrestling. I know what you're talking about, but I didn't watch a lot of wrestling.
So I'm good. You like Knob 21 and the Dark Arts, the Buff Turkey.
Well, I knew. I told you when we first tasted it. That's a Jim Beam product.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what one is this? Is 8. So I want to try that pinball bullshit. I hate gimmicks. I hate it. Even if it's Jim Beam, I hate gimmicks, man. I can't stand them.
That's not a gimmick. That's nostalgic. There's a difference.
I get it. I do agree with that. I know that they were kind of reproducing something they did back in the day, but it's still modern days a gimmick because no one's going to know that unless you know what your bourbon stuff.
Yeah, I was going to say I've had the pinball from what 66, I guess, and they were 2 years younger back then. They were like 5 year. They weren't even 7 year. But they
this is not good.
They're dramatically better than the new ones.
So
I can imagine.
I just got the Hardens Creek Beaver. I have put it up against the Owl and the Mushroom. The Mushroom's just not good, and I prefer the Beaver over the Owl. But some people prefer the Owl over the Beaver.
I like the Beaver over the Owl as well.
Yeah.
You know, Dave, I put these two off to the side because I thought they were terrible, and that's these two.
I can see that. I was not a big fan of that number 7 either. It's light and it's watery because it's like 86 proof or whatever.
It's 11 years.
That one? Yeah, that one's not. No, but this one, I mean.
Oh, no, that's 8 years. That's ass. Both of them are ass, but this is 110 proof. This 8-year dildo is 86.8.
Yeah, so it's pretty light. Jim Lawyer used to say
Lawler.
Lawler.
The Jerry the King Lawler used to talk about Sable's boobies all the time. That's I mean, I would never have thought of that again unless we sit here and say puppies constantly.
So what do you guys think of the 20-year sealback single barrel Dickel juice coming out at $300? Yeah. I don't know, man. Dickel is a hard sell for me.
If there's only 95 bottles, $300 is a pretty good price. But I agree with Dave. Dickel's ass. But I had a Dickel 15. I kind of enjoyed.
I was gonna say I'm gonna back you up on that, Josh, because I am normally extremely Dickel adverse. I get that Flintstone note, and they just absolutely suck to me. But for some reason, when you cross that 15-year threshold and put a little proof on them, they get better. I'm not going to say they're my favorite, but they're definitely age is what helps Dickel. So I would think maybe the 20 might actually be decent.
You know, like Dave said about with the Penelope, when I see that P, I'm automatically think it sucks.
Yeah.
And when I taste anything in Dickel, I'm like, that's horrible. But maybe I have such a low expectation for it that when I tasted the 15, just like you said, it's not my favorite. It's not great, but it's decent. It's better than the other Dickel. So maybe when I tasted the 15, I was like, oh my God, this is Dickel. It's not horrible.
No. And the only sort of like, I had that 18-year Dickel, which was just bad. And it was expensive. And I blinded it and it was terrible. But
what was proof on it?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not too sure what the 18-year Dickel
was. The reason I ask is so Rare Character put out an exceptional series, and they did it with a Tennessee whiskey. It was 149.8 proof.
Wow.
It's old. It was fairly old Tennessee whiskey. I would have swore up and down it was Jack Daniels. Come to find out, it was actually Dickel that was aged at Stitzel
Weller. Well, doesn't Dickel or Jack Daniels doesn't source it all, do they?
They don't, and they don't. So I went to let's just call it a reputable source to verify that Jack never sourced, and he confirmed that it was not Jack Daniels, and it was indeed Dickel, aged at Stitzel Weller warehouse. Or Rickhouse.
Well, that's all Stitzel Weller does anymore is age other people's shit.
Well, I wouldn't mind going to like Dickel to check them out because I tell you what, that was such an eye opener, that tour at Jack Daniels. Like those Rick houses were unlike anything I've ever
Let's go to the Liquor Barn is doing a Dickel education class next week. So it's like they're going to go through they've got a Dickel rep coming, and they're going to go through some of their stuff and talk about the process and the aging, and we ought to go just for education purposes.
Which Liquor Barn?
The Liquor Barn. No.
Oh, in Knoxville?
Sorry, Liquor Vault.
The one over off
like a vault.
The one off
like
Caswell that just opened.
Yeah, the one there off of Broadway.
Caswell, yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's on both.
So what day is that? Or are you talking to Dave or are you talking to me too? Because I know I'm not always invited to these things.
Yeah, I don't want you there. No. I'm kidding. No, I'll have to look.
Whatever I wanted when we went to.
I'll have to look. He posted
you
it in the Bourbon group.
But yeah,
I
that
think
is
it's
a good
Thursday,
point.
maybe.
I think so. This weekend we've got the Jack Daniel's barbecue. Me and John will be there, so I'll make a video for that. That should be interesting. I'm pretty excited about that.
Squires.
You got your Squire tent.
So you guys can take my card and scan it.
Yeah, we can do. I was gonna take my in-laws, but they may be too sick to come, so TBD on that. So that'll be cool. Yeah, Brandy's coming.
I think we've got a car full at this point.
Oh, nice. So that'll be super cool. And you all got the Squire invites because I might have a couple extra seats in my.
Yeah, I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna go down early, be there about the time Montlow opens, and then we'll probably cut out 3 or 4 o'clock in that afternoon.
Oh yeah. I imagine
you can only eat so much barbecue.
Yeah, and it's not. I don't think it's going to be. It's going to be. What do they have in the gift shop? And that's probably where the bourbonness ends, right? So then after that, it's about barbecue.
Well, because they told us last time we were there that this event has 0 bourbon relations.
Yeah.
It's all barbecue.
Yeah, and even if you go to the Wyoder hunt, it's a couple Jack and Cokes or a Lynchburg lemonade, and you're done.
Hey, if you get a chance while you're there, try that lemonade blackberry shit. Do you remember when we did our pick? They had the Coke, and what was the other option? What was the option they had?
It was Lynchburg lemonade.
Tennessee lemonade.
Yeah, it was the Lynchburg lemonade and the Jack and Coke. Well, this time we went, they did the blackberry with the lemonade. That was good.
Yeah, I tried that. I actually ended up giving my blackberry to Roy.
That blackberry is horrible, but mixed with that lemonade smoothie, it was, or icy, whatever you want to call it, it was awesome. It's good.
Yeah. No, so that'll be interesting. And then I go to New Zealand, so I will do a bit of a fucking bourbon hunt in New Zealand, which is not very impressive, but there are some dusties.
Do me a favor. Don't buy any of that
Get you some of that
New Zealand shit that you brought back last time.
Yeah. I didn't what makes it worse, I didn't bring it back. I had my mother ship it to me internationally, which cost me fucking exorbitant amounts of money. But
that shit was gross.
Last time I did find that really old semi-dusty Woodford Reserve batch thing. So I think that's what I'll try and do. I'll try and find some old fucking liquor stores and just say, hey, what do you got out the back? What sort of bourbon hasn't been purchased in the last,
20 years.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I'm ready for you to go back to Japan.
I agree. Yes.
So my buddy Anthony, he just brought a fucking cheesy gold foil on Japan.Amazon.com. $630.
Yen or dollars?
Dollars. 93,000. No, it's not. It's half the price. 93,000 yen, $630.
Oh my gosh.
So he sent me the and you just buy it on fucking Amazon.
And that's the maple shit, right?
No, cheesy gold foil, wild turkey.
Oh, I thought you meant the maple Jack Daniels.
No, cheesy gold foil.
Nope. Never mind.
Yeah. So fucking well, I checked out Amazon. I didn't see that shit when I was there. I saw there was Maker's Mark, there was all the blends, there was stuff, but yeah. Imagine if we could go to fucking Amazon and buy fucking cheesy gold foil.
Well, I'll tell you, I don't know if you guys
what's your take on Old Dusty's?
Huh?
What's your take on Old Dusty's? I don't guess we've ever talked about Dusty's.
Dave's 79 Jack Daniels was awesome. The Blanton's he had was awesome. The 1855 you had was fucking awesome. Then I went to Neat and drank out of the huge ass fucking old granddad, and that was awesome. And then I had a 1988 Austin Nichols Wild Turkey 101, and it was fucking awesome.
I think that makes it. Homer's personality is like from the 50s and 60s, and his mentality and his, woman hating and all the rest of it. So, why wouldn't his
why wouldn't he like old whiskey?
Just saying.
Well, there's only 4 women in this world I like, and they're all related. Brady's cool though.
I think it's perfect because back in the day the proofs were lower. They were so delicious and smooth and taste, and then they're just good. But all this hazmat shit just didn't exist. Everything was just great. And honestly, that cheesy gold foil, I think that would be your favorite drink in the world.
I've gone to Fruit Bat a couple times. And Fruit Bat has a few. They got a Tail Fan Wild Rare Breed. Kentucky Spirit. The Fan Kentucky Spirit.
Yep.
And I almost bought it. It was like $300. And I almost bought it, but then I started doing a little research on it, and it was only like the last one. So it was like 10, 15 years old at the most. It wasn't that old. So I was like, man, if it was like 90s, I would have bought it.
I've got a 91 Rare Breed you need to try, Homer.
I would love to try it.
So they are bringing back a Wild Turkey cheesy gold foil thing. It's going to be Bruce's. I got high hopes for it. I don't think it's going to be a cheesy gold foil because I don't know if Bruce really understands. I'm sure he understands, but
maybe his dad and his grandfather helped.
The thing with cheesy gold foil is it wasn't a powerful drink. It's a very unpowerful drink. It's just delicious. Like you could drink that whole fucking bottle in an afternoon. That's how delicious and nice it was.
You got any more than 1855 left?
No, but I have got something else we need to try. Have you guys had the EC barrel proof rye? Yes, I've got some up here. It's the pick. So it's not the batch one, but I think this is probably better because this is like 132 proof. But this is the BYO do your own bourbon thing.
That was the best thing I had at the Heaven Hill event during KBF. As I was leaving, telling them how bad that event sucked, they said, well, have you tried? And started talking to them about a single barrel pick. They took me into the back and said, here, try this.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Beacon.
The very last Master Keep. Hate you.
The last and the best Beacon.
So JD19 asked, 1990s Maker's Mark are always solid if you can get them at a reasonable price. My partner at work, his parents used to own a bar, and he lived in Ohio. He owned a bar, his parents did, and he's in his early 50s. So I don't know how old it is, but he's got a bottle of Maker's Mark from his parents' bar. So I'm guessing it's from the 80s. And I'm trying my damnedest to get him to sell it to me, but he won't sell it to me.
So what I did bring back from Japan was that black label Maker's Mark, and I've decanted it down into little sample bottles. But it is so. This is what annoys me about Makers. They can make the most amazing whiskey, and they choose not to because they rotate, because they do all this bullshit. Just
they don't let it overage
for an extended period of time.
You know why they do it? It's because it's just like Jack Daniel's obsession with Old Number 7. Because they know where their money's at. They're not making Jack. I guarantee you. Of course, they probably could if they produced more, but Jack Daniel's is not breaking the bank on Clay Hill 14, 10, and 12.
Have either of you read the Warehouse H book?
No.
So Warehouse H is essentially the story of Blanton's, right? So it gets into the whole history of how Blanton's was, and when they brought it onto the market, it was one of the first single barrels, the true single barrel. Yeah. Well,
mass produced, I guess.
In the late 80s, early 90s, Blanton's and Maker's Mark started getting into a pissing contest with each other about who had the most expensive and elite whiskey. So Makers was starting to put out their absolute best shit to compete with Blanton's, which was at their time their best shit. And so they were competing with. They were constantly trying to get these people to say Blanton's was the best or Makers was the best, and they were spending a fortune in all these whiskey taste-offs. And that's why, honestly, I think that's why you'll find that some of those Makers and even the Blantons from the early 90s, that's the best shit they've ever put out. It's because they were trying to beat the other brand.
Man, I tell you what, whiskey of the year and all the rest of it coming up, these are all good, but this just like hold my fucking beer. John, open your beacon and sip with us.
Why don't I have a beacon? Fuck, I don't know. I'm the Wild Turkey fan.
Look, Brian,
just because you pulled that dick move with me, somebody's gonna have me a beacon tomorrow.
What dick move did I pull with you?
No, me.
No, that was Dave. That was Dave.
Me, because I told him to open his beacon. He ain't got one.
Because
he told me to open my beacon that I don't have.
I don't have one either, John. And I'll tell you what.
I need another one.
I'll retract the statement of what I do to you because I've never done anything to John. I only show John the utmost respect, unlike a lot of the other people in this area besides you and Dave. I don't really say too many nice things.
No, you mean they respect him? They don't respect you?
No, I don't give a fuck if anybody respects me.
They don't.
I don't care.
I'm just saying.
And I'm fine with that.
That's good. Proud of the people. This is great, though, eh?
I feel like I can come over here almost any time I'd like, asking permission first. I would never just show up. And I'm fine. If that's what I get out of this, I'm fine. I like Dave. I like John.
No, everyone likes you. You're just one of these people that think everyone hates you when they don't really hate you, but some of the people do hate you. I'm the sort of guy who didn't give a fuck. I couldn't give a fuck. I don't care if you hate me. Couldn't give a fuck.
No,
but nobody does. People just want to grab my hair and fucking
jam it down
and fucking snatch.
Did you hear about that?
No, we're not going to talk about that.
It
might be watching.
We're not going to mention who they are.
When I know who they are.
They know who conversation here with my wife. It's hilarious. She loves it.
It's a pretty. I love it. I think it's fantastic. My wife didn't think it was very funny, but
I was going to say, I know you've gotten at least 5 views on your last video because of Casey showing it to somebody else.
Well, I got the video of it being said.
Yeah.
Oh, man. If anybody wants to know the backstory, I send that video of you because I can't explain.
I had a feeling. I was like, that was the moment. I know what happened after this cut.
So well, after that was said,
this fucking guy, RB, not nice.
After that was said, John. After it was said, and the husband was standing
David.
closer to me than Dave was, Amy and I were like, "Let's go. It's time to leave. Let's do what the people at Bourbon on the Banks are saying and get the fuck out of here."
This is getting awkward.
Because the dude's the chick's husband was standing right there, and I think he was cool with it.
Oh no, the redheaded guy's husband, she's way cool with it.
No, I'm talking about the other girl, the one that said she wanted it.
Oh, the black-headed girl.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The others might be a bit confused. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Her husband was standing right. I think he was getting excited.
I was talking to him about. I said he had wavy hair, and I was telling him maybe sounds like you should grow a bit of a mullet.
I'm gonna stick with bald is beautiful, baby.
Yeah. So I think I don't think JD19. That's not for me anyway. Like KC21's great, love it, oakiness.
No.
But this is juicy. This has got some juiciness about it that
dude,
I just fucking love.
This beacon.
Oh, what the beacon?
He's changed his mind.
KC21.
Middle Tennessee rules. We're all Tennessee. We just all hate fucking
Memphis.
We just hate West Tennessee. Like Middle Tennessee, East Tennessee, we're all cool. It's the West Tennessee.
I mean, East Tennessee is the best Tennessee, but Middle Tennessee is good enough.
I can't hate West Tennessee anymore, man. Old Dominic has thrown out some killer shit.
That's true.
Yes.
Turn down a case doing for 209 and not. Yeah, you might have effed up there because 209's below retail.
Oh Yeah, it is.
What's the proof on this?
118.
The beacon. Sorry.
It's quite high because Bruce was involved.
On the neck up here.
I can't look on my bottle, Dave. I can't see.
118. Yeah, 118. It's really good though. It's the best Master's Keep that I've ever had.
Well, I've only had Voyage, which is ass, and
know.
Triumph, which is really good, but it's a rye.
Yeah.
So I haven't had any of them.
I don't understand you, Homer.
What?
The Triumph was ass. The Voyage was better than.
I don't like Caribbean rum. It's ass. Like Jamaican rum. It's finished in Jamaican rum casket. Jamaican rum is disgusting.
That's some Appletons, man.
Disgusting. Appletons, Sangsters are all shit.
Oh, son.
We'll teach them. We'll just sneak it in there. We'll just go sneak them in there for you.
Again, I think with Homer, it's gotta be education without him knowing.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the pantry underneath.
Is Beacon worth grabbing a backup? Yes. 100% yes.
The coffee cabinet.
This is going to be one of those last of things. Obviously, I don't even secondary is not too bad on this thing right now, but if you can get it for retail, yeah.
Yeah, I'll buy a Beacon and a backup of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you blinded against Generations and stuff, right? And it held its own.
I blinded it against Generations and Russell's 13, and it held up with Russell's batch 3 of the 13, but it honestly was better than Generations in my opinion.
Yeah.
Then we did it against the 2003 and the Russell's 15.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything.
Why aren't we trying that Russell's 2002?
Yeah, well, you I'll wait for you to drink that and then blow your mind with something even fucking better. Beacon versus.
He'll like that 2002. It was sweet.
Oh yeah, he'll fucking blow his mind.
Here's a better question: Cock versus Heaven Hill 17.
King of Kentucky.
John, what do you think?
It's not even close.
Oh, don't say that.
It's not
Heaven
even
Hill 17
close.
was the best whiskey ever made.
King of Kentucky is by far the dominant. I mean, not even close.
There are some King of Kentuckys
that
are less. There are, out of all the King of Kentuckys, there are some that have been the best whiskey I've ever had. Right?
Yeah.
There are some that come close to Heaven Hill 17. And that's their range. I've never had anything that's been like fucking below that.
My 16-year 2023, they're not even on the same planet with each other. Now, I will say that we did, Dr. No had 2 bottles of King of Kentucky. One of them easily could have blown it away. And then, like you said, there was the other bottle that it's going to hang with it, but it didn't compare to the others.
Yeah. Yeah, King of Kentucky, man, but it's just our profile too, right? That's the other problem.
Oh yeah,
like King of Kentucky is fucking bad, fucking ass.
You give me 16-year high proof early times, I'm in a happy place.
Yep. Thanks to Smoky Mountain Bourbon Society and Mr. Randy from.
Look at you.
I was going to wear my deck night shirt, but it's on the back, not the front. And I figured we're not on the deck. We're in the house. So
this is a goddamn gorgeous box.
That's what she
But
said.
everybody that's in here who's not a member or subscribed to Deck Night should go and subscribe to Deck Night.
They should definitely become a member of House Bourbon because good times like this, or just donate, scan the QR code, and donate to the puppies. This is the Russell's Reserve.
Save the Doxons.
2002.
How you like this flared glass, John?
Personally, it's been one of my favorite. I do like if we could take Dave's House Glen and flare the top of it, I think we'd have the perfect whiskey glass.
I can see that.
I like the bulbous bottom of that style that Dave did his in, but the flared nose is really makes a huge difference.
What's it going to take to get a Willet pick? Act of God there, Marty. But
Willet gets better juice.
And Tommy.
Hey, Tom Morrow.
Look at these lady killers. I know you want to check out those.
The problem with a Willet pick is you've got to have enough people in that tax bracket that can afford to buy it.
Yeah. When I was at North Shore the other day and I had a damn Willet for $500.
Yeah, and the better the Willet,
and that's,
the higher the age.
That's SRP. That's not even jacked up. That's SRP.
I know. I don't know what in the hell Willet's thinking. That shit ain't that good. And none of their shit's that good. Nothing they've ever made is that good.
If they're not careful, they're going to be out there with Kentucky Owl.
Someone just bought. Who bought them? Someone just bought that name. Who bought
Kentucky Owl?
Yeah, someone bought it, reopened it because it was Willet, wasn't it? No, what was it?
No,
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Did you guys pick the Buckner's 13? Yeah, we picked a couple of Buckner's 13s.
David James,
House of Bourbon and House Bourbon have nothing to do with each other. A little bit of a misconfusion. Everyone says House of Bourbon, even Amy, but it's just House Bourbon. Comes from House Controls. I don't have anything to do with Justin's House of Bourbon, but all I'm saying is our pick is better.
I always thought your name,
Smoky Mountain Bourbon Society.
I always thought your name just came from like when someone walks in a bar and says, "Yeah, just give me the House Bourbon."
No, it comes from
House Controls.
Rouse. Hannah Rouse House. So that was where House Controls came from. And then when we needed a tax write-off, we just said, fuck it, House Bourbon, House Controls. So that's my my retirement plan is just to do controls for distilleries.
They probably need it.
Oh, fucking hate they need it. I keep it on the down low whenever I walk distilleries because I guarantee they got problems. Or at least you got a 21, at least you got a knob.
I bought it off the secondary market.
So the nose on this is a little bit light, but it's got the dust. Brandy, hey, nice haircut.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Got it straight.
I think it looks beautiful.
Very. Like I went.
Something about Mary over there.
I know. Right? Tomorrow it'll look better.
David Bays, I have a bottle of Old Kirk that I can't give away. Literally tried.
Is that the stuff that's supposed to be Willet?
It is Willet.
I love them. I buy them all the time.
You're on live.
Now we did have a bunch of Old Kirk recently hit the Knoxville market that tasted nothing like Willet, and it wasn't. No, there's no bueno.
I bought that Old Kirk about 3 years ago. Still haven't opened it yet.
This should have been
That's the thing with Willet. Like, what does even Willet taste like? There's so many, there's their stuff, there's sourced stuff there, and even their stuff is so different because they got all the different mash bills.
I would imagine if you took a bottle of bad whiskey and pumped it into Oscar's ass and then squoze it back out of him, that's what Willet tastes like.
Willet pot still, but see, that's just it.
Have you not had any? Have you not had any family reserve, Josh?
Just tell me.
Purple top?
Yeah.
Purple tops.
Yes. Yeah, but see, the one I had was a 7-year. It was horrible.
I got 11 year. We can try it,
But
it's
then again, I can see, because I've always said that the good Willet juice is kind of like the Jamaican rum of bourbon. It's got a special funk to it that nothing else does.
so Marty, the best
Jonathan, I'll send it to you. You like it? I'll send it to you.
the best dusty bottle I've ever had. Oh, probably that the initial crack on the rare breed, the batch 1 rare breed.
The 1855.
No,
What's that? What was it called?
it was that's like second version of the but John had like rare breed.
Okay.
But
Batch
it's
1.
only on fresh crack. It's only on fresh crack. Fresh crack. Dusties, you have to protect. You have to fucking really look after them. You got to decant them. You got to do all that stuff. Otherwise,
So the age, the air getting to them,
oxidization does a massive.
So you don't want your old.
It'll
Dusties
wipe out a
oxidized.
dusty.
You got to drink them
in a matter of
when you
weeks.
pop them. You just got to drink them.
Yeah,
I would be interested to find out from someone that would understand that why is that a thing? Because if we open a new bottle up, sometimes most of the time, oxidization and aging, letting it be open for a little bit helps it.
Exactly. It must just be something about the chemical structures in there, just like fucking are all contained. And then they've been sitting there for 30 years in the bottle, all contained, and they're just ready to fucking oxidize, or they're just ready to catalyze into whatever's going on.
It's like a soda goes flat and just instantly.
Like the worst one was that old granddad, eh? That was
man, that was
but that old granddad, that 1963 old granddad sitting on the bar at Neat. Y'all drank it, and I went back months later and drank the same one, and it is still there to this day, and it's been there for a long ass time, and that son bitch was good.
See, I wonder about that, Dave, because that's you saw what happened to my 89.
Yeah.
And
how long was that open for, though?
God, maybe 6 months.
Yeah. It's really weird. Like sometimes bottles just seem to sit on a shelf and like say at Neat, but maybe that's not the same bottle at Neat. Maybe they've drunk that bottle every week and then they put a new one.
Brand new old granddad.
Well, they've got another one and they've got another one, and we don't know
that
what level they're
that
at.
old granddad, man, was a $600 bottle, and we ended up drain pouring half of it because it went flat.
Digging on the Rocks says, give us a like and subscribe. Yeah, make sure everybody likes. Make sure everyone likes and subscribes to all our channels. Pray to the Tater, Digging on the Rocks.
You don't have to subscribe to me. I'm nobody.
But
I will encourage you to join the Smoky Mountain.
To be honest with you, John, we're all a bunch of nobodies.
Oh, yeah, and do not forget about Smoky Mountain Bourbon Society, because that shit that's honestly where you get all the good stuff, right? That's where all the barrel picks go through.
And you know, not just that, but and I'm not going to talk about the other channels, pages that do the illegal shit, but I've told, like, there's a lot of people that ask me, how do you get all this good stuff, or how do you get it? One is relationships. That's not relationships with the stores. That's out of our control. You got to do that on your own. But building relationships within the community, and I think I've been involved with, and you guys have been way more involved than I have, and you know better than I do, but I've been involved with a handful of societies and channels and whatever else. And Smoky Mountain Bourbon Society has been the most, now of course I know you two, so it helps, but has been the most welcoming, accepting, and just like, there is no status about what you have or don't have, or what you can get or what you can get me. It's just a very friendly community that accepts anyone from anywhere. You don't have to be in Smoky Mountain. So if you want to be a part of something and have the ability to create relationships that will help you get some of these things that you can't buy off the shelf, Smoky Mountain Bourbon Society is the place to do it.
Oh, yeah. Because I think we would all in the group, we're growing, but we're still to the point where if someone in the group said, "Hey, man, I really want X, Y, and Z," and we come across X, Y, and Z, we're just gonna say,
every time I go to a place, Dutch Strengths Bourbon, he would have liked one of these Woodford ryes. If I'd have known that, I would have bought it for him in a heartbeat. And it's what sucks about that is it's so hard to know. We have so many people. David Blaze, thank you, sir. We have so many people in our little sphere. It's hard to really keep up with what people want, or even I didn't even know that they had that until the night before. And I could go through my list and text everybody, but you can only get 4. And 2 of them were committed because I wanted one and John wanted one. Dave really wanted one. So at that point, really was only one. So even though I'm telling you, you can get this relationships and have opportunities, it's not going to be something that's you're going to walk in there and all that's going to be available to you.
It's about being in the know.
And about knowing it's available. And people, if I went and knew someone wanted it and I had the ability to get an extra, I would. And a lot of people in the society do that.
The other side of it too, with the society that I think we've tried to develop in culture, is we're trying to introduce people to new stuff. The big brands that have been out there forever, the Heaven Hills and Buffalo Trace and even Jack Daniels, as much as we love them, there's so many craft distilleries out there that are really putting out some killer stuff. We're trying to do some barrel picks with these small guys now and picking some of their best stuff to introduce people to new brands. That's like we've got this Cedar Ridge coming. The Cedar Ridge, we're the very first single barrel bourbon from Cedar Ridge in Tennessee. So, that's kind of a new thing hitting our market. Whiskey Thief isn't even available in Tennessee. That was
Whiskey Thief isn't available anywhere. You can only buy it at the distillery.
Right. Yet we made it available for 900 club members. It's
and that shit was killer. I mean, God, I was you didn't bring it up. It's so fucking good.
But we all
that tells you something how good their stuff is. If they can only sell it at their distillery and they're growing. The last time I was there was when there were 3 boys, and then we went this weekend, and they have their whole grounds has changed, and they got a whole new building. They're talking about building more buildings. If they're doing that great off selling at their facility only, they're killing it. Their shit's awesome.
Yeah.
But one thing you didn't mention, John, which is I think is the coolest thing that Smoky Mountain Bourbon Society is doing, is you guys you've been doing a lot of barrel picks, and that's great. And it's really cool, to be honest with you, how many you've been able to do recently, being a new Smoky Mountain Bourbon Society is what, 1.5 years old, 2 years old?
No,
just
September was a year.
Yeah, and you guys have done a lot of picks already. But the coolest thing you've done, and I've whined and complained to Dave, and I've only done it to Dave just to rib him because we like to pick at each other. I give him shit all the time that I haven't been invited back to a pick since Jack Daniels. But ultimately, really, I'm cool with it because you're taking a bunch of other people who are just members, who have never done this stuff and who are not in this bourbon world like we are. And that's the coolest thing, because no other bourbon societies, and I can't say that for sure, but I just believe no other bourbon community, society, channel, membership group, none of them are doing that. None of them. That's
the coolest thing we ever did, one of the coolest things, I think we took Jose, complete fucking newbie to whiskey, and we took him to the Knob Creek pick, and he was just a star of the show. And it was so cool because he'd never been to Kentucky, let alone to a distillery, let alone on a pick. And that's what we want to bring more into. So as we do more and more picks,
we're becoming somewhat desensitized to it, because we've been on a lot of picks at this point. But if you remember the very first time you went to do a single barrel pick, you went through the tour, and even if you've went on distillery tours, it's not the same.
It's not the same
as the
at all.
carpet that they roll out for you on a single barrel pick. And to take a guy on that and get to watch a newbie, if you will, go through this experience. It's kind of nostalgic to going back to our very first time again. So that's super addictive. I love watching new guys experience it.
Yeah, you must have had a great time with me at Jack Daniels then.
We did.
Oh man, it's fun.
But yeah, Jack Daniels was special for everyone because I think it was my first time doing a barrel pick.
It was
at
my
Jack
first
Daniels,
time at Jack too. So yeah.
Yeah.
That was my first time ever being to Jack.
Now you're a squaw.
I'm a squaw. Thank you, Dave.
Yeah, we're all squaws.
Squaws. You guys should do a Glen Growth pick. So yeah, make sure you donate. Make sure you donate the fucking QR code. Support the fucking thing. What did you think about
we're taking suggestions on what we should do picks with. I mean, I'm not overly familiar with Glens Creek.
St. Augustine.
Is it? Oh no, you're talking about St. Augustine.
Well, I just say that because I love Florida, and I would do any reason to go back to Florida. And St. Augustine's a lot of fun.
Well, now, hey, we were extremely close. We were trying to put together a Kazuba and Sons pick. If you've ever had Larrikin's High Wheat Rye, it's distilled by a father and son's distillery down in St. Petersburg that was Kazuba and Sons, but now they have declared they're bankrupt. So,
yeah, just like a couple others. It's on. That's what's happening. It's coming.
There were only two distilleries in Florida, and that was St. Augustine and Kazuba and Sons. Now there's
I don't understand that because Florida would have the same kind of, I believe, would have the same type of reaction to the barrels like Texas has.
I was going to say damn near close to Texas.
I think the thing about Florida is, especially the farther south you get, it's way more humid than Texas. Texas is hot as fuck. Texas got a little Arizona in it.
Yeah.
But that damn South Florida humidity is different.
The problem is the craft brands getting into distribution. Kazuba and Sons was limited literally to Florida and Alabama. They never got exposure north outside like Larrikin sourcing.
Is that a Florida thing or what? I don't know, because I was talking to Stephen Lowry from Old Dominic, and he said that Old Dominic can't get into Florida.
Yeah, it's you're just the 3-tier system was set up by.
Needs to go away.
It was set up by the money boys, and it really screws with these small distilleries that have got great products, but by the time it goes through the 3-tier system, if you got a $5 bottle, the distiller's lucky if they're getting 50 cents off of it.
Yeah, I've thought about that forever.
And everybody else is making big money off of it, and they're not putting any effort into it. The little guys still having the distillery is still having to do the branding and promoting and getting all the word out, while the distributor and the wholesaler are reaping all the benefits.
I've always said my whole life that insurance is the biggest scam in the world, and it's the only thing the government doesn't regulate that should be regulated. Well, the 3-tier system is a government regulation, and it, to me now, is the biggest scam ever. That there is no reason for that. Like you just said, how much money? I mean, so basically, the consumer and the distiller are the only ones suffering from this, because we're having to pay more for a product, and the distiller who does all the work is getting paid less for the product, just so this third group, this guy in the middle, can get paid for something that we don't need him to do. And he doesn't need to be there.
That's why Whiskey Thief's model's working, because they don't want to deal with the distribution nightmare. They would rather keep their shit. Like, if you can keep under 8,000 barrels a year or something like that, that gives you a special privilege as far as taxable liability in a distillery. You don't have to go into distribution. You don't have to deal with the 3-tier system. You can sell the stuff on your own, and
You're using your camera on your computer now,
and you don't have to deal with all that. So Whiskey Thief has found like this happy place where they can put out just enough to where they're profitable. They can grow. They're enjoying the hell out of what they're doing, but they're still small enough that they don't have to deal with the bureaucracy of the 3-tier system.
Yeah, it's just a rip off like insurance, because just like everything else, the insurance company and the distributor is the biggest player in the market. Like, it's not hospitals and doctors that make all the money. It's a fucking insurance company. And it's not distilleries or bottle shops that make all the money. It's the fucking distributors. It's fucking bullshit.
And it's bullshit too, because that a guy comes in, you've got the salesman for the local distributors that are like, I know you've got a much better product and this is a delicious product, but this shit product over here is willing to pay me an extra $5 for every case I get put on the shelf
that's horseshit
at Tom's, wine and liquor. And so I'm going to push this, and this is what I'm going to put on the shelf, while your much better shit is going to take a back seat to me because you're not willing to pay me that extra spiff to promote your product.
And that's what's wrong with capitalism.
Yeah. And that's what we're paying you for to begin with. Don't forget that. We pay the distributor and the marketing, they're supposed to be handling our marketing, right? That's not what they're doing. They want you to handle promoting your brand and amping up your brand, and they want all that to go through them. And then, the guy that's willing to pay them that little extra kickback, that's who's going to get their favoritism, not based on the quality of the product.
No. And when I said that's wrong with capitalism, still the best thing out there. Don't think I'm fucking trying to support that other bullshit.
Have you heard about communism?
I haven't.
Okay, that's not very good. So Marty, what's the process? What's the process of barrel picks? Basically, either we just get them or a liquor store gets them and we do it through them. So it's been 50-50 right now. Sometimes, like, the laws are changing. So certain places like Whiskey Thief, New Riff, they'll just sell a barrel directly to you. And you can go to their distillery and pick it up, put it in your truck.
But
drive
Dave, clarify, we pay for the tax up front.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah,
whether it's through a liquor store or whether we're buying directly through a distributor, we pay the tax up front, and then we're essentially barrel splitting in order to do our picks.
So certain places like Sazerac, they won't sell you a barrel from their gift shop, but New Riff, Buckner's, Whiskey Thief, they will sell you 150 bottles or whatever it is, and they'll just sell it to you from their gift shop. And so you pay all the taxes and stuff, and then you do what you need to do with it.
But you're buying it at retail. You're not buying it at wholesale, so that makes all the difference.
Yeah. But wholesale and retail,
and you're still paying taxes.
Yeah,
which is all the government cares about.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a funny system, but it's getting better.
No, like I will say that on a lot of our picks, we are selling, like Tennessee, for example, where we're at, has a state minimum 10% markup. The average markup for liquor is 30%. So a lot of times when we do a barrel pick, we're providing it at that lower markup value than the full 30%. So that is one advantage is what we've been trying to do.
You definitely want to join Smoky Mountain Bourbon Society because, like, this thing here is probably the best rye that there is, right? Almost
say,
maybe ever. And
Booker's
and
2016
everybody
rise about
says,
the only thing that holds a candle to.
yeah, everybody says that, and it's tough. But anyway, this thing still was $150 if you wanted to go get it from Whiskey Thief Bottle Shop. And if you joined Smoky Mountain Bourbon Society, it was like 95 or something. 110.
Yeah.
So,
and the thing is you're never going to get
out the door. Yeah.
If you join a Smoky Mountain Bourbon Society and they do this, you're going to be able to get it through John and Dave and stuff. You're never going to get a Whiskey Thief bottle otherwise unless you go to
where's my dog?
Whiskey Thief. There's one over there.
Show me your wiener. I love it.
Annabelle's underneath there. I don't know where Oscar went.
He's probably shitting somewhere.
He was underneath there. I think Brady might have taken him upstairs. Well, John, Dave left me, and there's a reason why I don't do lives without Amy, because I'm very unentertaining by myself.
Well, it's not a bad thing. I don't consider myself entertaining either, but
without, like I said before, without Amy, Deck Night would just be house bourbon. Some boring dude talking to a camera.
Hey, this will give me an opportunity to I'm gonna keep tooting the horn here of the Bourbon Society. Just so we've got coming up, we've got the Friday, I'm picking up the Cedar Ridge single barrel bourbon, and those will be ready for distribution as of Friday. The following Friday, we are going down to Nashville to do the Nashville Barrel Company pick.
I would love to go on that. You left me out.
I will tell you right now, that is going to be a banger, because we've got some really good connections with that group. So we've got that pick, and believe it or not, those bottles will be available immediately at the Smoky Mountain Bourbon Fall Social on the 24th. So they will be there for pickup at the social.
How much are they?
Well, we don't know yet. A lot depends on the age.
Depends on the pick. You're right. That's a dumb
we got to pick age and proof and all that. So we'll know a little bit more about that. We've got you
should buy their Infinity Barrel.
We've got the Knob Creek cast strength dropping early November. Then mid-November, we go do the John J. Barkman, or the Oscar J. Barkman single barrel pick from John.
That's going to be a fucking banger.
And I will guarantee you there's not a better tater sticker that's ever been made. Nope. It within itself is going to be the highlight.
Who makes your tater stickers?
Me. That's 100% me.
Not that one. All of them.
Oh, we've got ChatGPT.
We got a team.
Yeah, but that one is particularly good. Everyone will see that, and I'll tell you what. There's something about John J. Bowman that is just it's 100 proof older Blantons. So if you like Blantons,
they're unreal.
They're unreal, and when Smoky Mountain picks one, we've got the possibility of this thing being absolutely ridiculous. So,
good night, Jonathan.
So shortly after that, we're doing a 100 proof black label Old Forester single barrel.
Yeah,
and
that would be.
And we're trying to finalize the date on 2. We've actually got 3 other picks that we're working on finalizing the dates. So we got a busy year still ahead of us that I think are produce some killer bottles.
And then Marty asked, Buff Turkey, overrated, underrated? It depends, right? So this stuff here from there is one of these that was hazmat, and they wanted like $2.5 grand. Overrated. There's no way. But this one was $2.99 or something. Not cheap, but
Which one
it's
is
really,
that,
really
Dave?
good. This is the Dark Arts.
Okay.
The Buff Turkey.
I was gonna say the Bluegrass boys have put out some killer buff turkeys.
I love it. I was going to say the same thing. That Oakwood Bluegrass Buff Turkey.
Oh man, the 15-year.
15 years.
Yeah.
See that, John? I like stuff.
Yeah. It's got a really a watermelon Jolly Rancher fucking taste that I fucking love.
Now, what did you like better, that or the Sealbacks?
Oh, Sealback sucked. I only had the batch.
Sealbacks was awful.
Yeah, I think the batch 1 was better, but the Sealback batch 2 was not good at all.
Yeah,
So.
I was not impressed with the Sealbacks at all, especially compared to like the Bluegrass, the Oakwood Reserve.
Yeah. I've had a few. Ice Pocket Whiskey was meh. Yeah, I think Ice Pocket Whiskey is a little bit of a gimmick.
I'll go so far as to say though some of the best shit they put out was as far as the buff turkey came out of Buckner's. Those Buckner's 15 were, God, those were unreal.
How many? What I want to know is how many barrels did Wild Turkey have Buffalo Trace distill? Because there's been a lot of that shit out.
Oh, you got to imagine, like, you turn the still on and you do it for, you're not going to stop it for a while. There's got to be hundreds, if not thousands.
Well,
didn't he get into that a little bit with Jason C on the Mash and Drum? Like
I don't know. I watched that. I don't remember saying how many
they did a live, and he got into that a little bit more in detail about like how many barrels they actually distilled and what that whole process was. The big thing was they didn't use the turkey yeast, and they went in at higher entry proof, and it was crazy different from actually what turkey tastes like. So, but yeah, I still think they did some 10,000 barrels or something. It was crazy.
And apparently there's like Buff Turkey 9-year too coming out. So yeah.
I mean I like it. It doesn't taste anything like turkey, but it's it's that mash bill.
Well, to be honest with you, it's its own thing. It's not turkey. It's not buffalo. And I like this Dark Arts, but if we took that Dark Arts, put it right next to the Elkwood 15, so you said the Sealback was ass, they're all different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're all different, but
I don't know anybody. Dave, do you know anybody in the group that got one of the OKIs? Did Ma even get one?
No doubt, but
how
could he not?
OKI did a series of like 15-year buff turkeys, and I don't know anybody that's even tried those, so I can't.
Yeah. Well, I know for a fact that Elkwood has some buff turkey that's aging out, like 16, 17 years.
Oh, they're going to push it up a little higher in proof or years?
Years, but I've got to think, are those the barrels people just didn't pick? Because that makes sense, right? You have all these barrels, all the good ones are going to get picked. The ones that aren't good are just going to sit, and maybe in another year they're going to be better.
Or worse, or gone.
Yeah.
When we went to Jack Daniels last month, what's his name? The guy that was on the side of the bottle? Clint. He said that whatever they did, I don't know which bottle they were talking about, but they pulled so many barrels down for their small batches, and some of them just fell the fuck apart because they were completely empty.
Mm.
So if Elkwood lets that shit sit too long, or anybody sets it could be gone.
Man, that's whiskey in general, man, it's a gamble. It's a crapshoot. There's guys that are trying to age stuff out and get it to older ages, and they'll go back and check it, and it'll have, a gallon and a half of product left.
Well, my baby barrel that I have at home that I put the what I put in that shit, Dave? White Dog and maple in. I left it on the deck for about 2 weeks, and a third of it was gone in 2 weeks. So I brought it in the house. And ever since then, it's kind of been consistent. But I don't feel like it's going to have the interaction in the house. At 70 degrees consistent temperature, it's really not going to do much. So I need to move it back outside and let it get a little interaction before, or even though most of it's going to end up going away, we don't want to drink a bunch of ass.
Exactly. Yeah, Mr. Plebia.
Mr. Plebia.
So not this Dark Arts, but there was another Dark Arts. It was a buff turkey. It was a hazmat, I think, and they did a really good tater shit on it.
I don't think it was secondary. That was retail.
No, retail.
Which one was $900, $700?
That was the one we just went into. Yeah, there was a $800, $900 one for retail, but there was a special one that hit secondary that was a huge $2.5 grand. That's bullshit. Well, probably should hit the fucking road. We've been 2 hours, 5 minutes. So donate to the Dash Hounds because that's important. Super chat if you have to. I'll give all that money to the Dash Hounds and the puppies. If you don't,
Rigo says donate to the teddy bears.
Yeah. If you don't donate,
John, has that dog moved since we've been here?
He's
Hell no. He's laid there this whole time. Wrigley.
How old is he?
He's 7. He's just lazy.
That's my kind of dog right there.
Dude,
and he's got hair, not fur, so it's not everywhere.
Come here. Come here. They want to see you. You want to, stretch it out.
I'm gonna get Oscar because he's fucking whining and sees right now.
Now, what is that? Is that a poodle? What the hell is that? A cocker? What is that, John?
What, this one? He's a teddy bear. He's actually a teddy bear. That's the name of their breed. They are it's a Yorkie and a Bichon Frise mix, but they call them a teddy bear because they've got they got those brown button eyes, and all they want to do is cuddle and sleep.
He looks like his fur, or his hair, not fur, so he doesn't shed it all, does he?
Not a drop. I shed 12,000 pounds more than he does.
Well, I'm gonna have to. I've been trying to get a damn dog, but Amy won't let me. Mainly because of hair and the piss. I can.
You need to bring her over here, and Wrigley will sell her.
No, if Oscar hasn't sold her, she's a mean-hearted lady.
Well, Oscar sheds and he pisses a lot.
He pisses on everything, Dave.
He's pissed on both of my feet.
Both of mine. He's pissed on Wrigley's feet.
Yeah, but
he's cute as shit, though.
He's cute as shit.
He is cute as shit.
When you're cute, you can piss on things. Like, that's why my Malay allows me to. No, come on, buddy. No. Well, I want to thank everybody that watched. Make sure you subscribe to House Bourbon. Make sure you subscribe to Dick Night on the Rocks, and make sure you subscribe to Prater the Tater.
Why subscribe to me, Dave? I don't put
just because if you got a few subscribers, you might do more fucking stuff.
You need to use your channel that you've created on TikTok as an outlet to create more interaction with Smoky Mountain Bourbon Society.
Yeah.
But most importantly, join Smoky Mountain Bourbon Society because that's where we all hang out. That's where we all talk. That's where we all fucking do all the cool
That's
stuff.
actually what I was kind of planning on doing, but I can't figure my camera out.
What I think would be fun.
I bought too high end of a camera and I can't figure the damn thing out.
That's why I buy cheap shit, because I'm smarter than cheap shit. But what I think would be fun, and I'd like to try to do, is an intimate, not gay, sexual thing, Dave.
Situationally.
Yeah.
Invitation or not invitation, sign up 10 to 50, maybe 10. Just deck night, Smoky Mountain, bottle share.
Hey,
so we're gonna.
I have a very intimate bottle share coming up. It's 150 to 200 people. Matt Stillwell will be playing live. Barbecues provided by Smoke Pickle Barbecue. We're going to have Old Dominic there. Leaper's Fork. Flare Spirits, Pursuit.
I can
We
get
got
a.
a lot of good brands there.
Do you want a moonshine distillery to come out? I can set that up.
It would almost make sense, which I think Matt, if I remember correctly, Matt actually used to sponsor Old Smoky Moonshine. I mean, probably his most popular song is Shine. So
are those Old Dominic and Leaper's Fork? Are they going to have like booths or tables for tasting?
Yeah.
Or are they just going to be?
Yeah, they're setting up tables so you can come by and taste their products.
So I'm serious. Can I get my boy that owns Drop Zone Distillery to come out?
Hey man, if he wants to come out and set up, if he wants people to taste it, I don't have a problem with it. We got somewhere close to, let's see, 60,000 square feet we can fill up. So there's plenty of room.
Yeah. Come on down, Brian. Come on down,
Yeah,
old mate.
It's gonna be a big to do.
Giveaways and fucking who gives a fuck. Brian can definitely bring some Franklin County moonshine.
That's a long drive from Virginia.
I think Nick, the Bourbon Distillery, can I host a bottle share? We will be coming up that way. Shoot me a fucking email.
It had to be a Thursday night.
Yeah, we're really, really busy, but maybe we can at least it's gonna be late Thursday.
Yeah, it'd be late.
So maybe we can get there a little bit earlier if we got a bottle share going. We can show up earlier.
We're gonna try. It's like herding cats with everybody, trying to get everybody in and out and shit. So
I know I got a full car already.
But yeah, no, man, it's 2 hours in.
Really good time.
But this was cool. I like this little double fucking share shit. This was like hanging out. We could have heaps more people. Charles fucked out. So
yeah, I think it basically what I could tell was his camera shit out because he was like it was digitizing and it'd do that color thing like when I was trying to get my camera to work earlier, and it'd do it again and it did it again, and then all of a sudden he gone.
Yeah. So you spend too much money on cameras, like Mr. Charles just spend same camera I walk around with.
I bought a Logitech Brio for $400. That's what I use for live streaming. It was great. Yeah. And then I got the same camera Dave has for other stuff. It's smarter than me, and I don't know how to make it not do what it wants to do, but you know, sometimes you don't have to spend $10,000 on the camera.
Exactly.
Preach.
Hey, John. Well, you got to get up early, buddy, don't you? Are you off?
Nah, I don't have to be up till about 4 a.m. I'm good.
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit, John. You have to work in the morning, and I don't?
Yep.
You know why I don't have to work in the morning?
Because you got to work this weekend while I'm at the Jack Daniels barbecue, fucker.
Because I have to work tomorrow night and Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, keeping everybody safe from terrorism.
Well, that's what we do.
I guess.
Yeah, I was going to say, Homer and I clock in at the same place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but one of us carries a lot of heavy shit, and the other one just sits in a chair and watches shit.
Some of us plan better.
Yeah.
You know, when I went to college and I picked my degree based on the fact that they required zero math, led me to where I am today.
That's the problem.
You know, the fact that when I went to college and I decided I didn't want to finish my bachelor's degree, that's where I've led me today.
I went to college and picked the thing that took the most, man.
I should have not went to college and joined the Marine Corps. That's what I should have.
I should have, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was my original plan, was to go to college, then join the Marine Corps.
Should have done Marines, then college. And then
we've actually, and I don't know, he always would jump on TikTok. If we did TikTok live, but I don't know if he got on YouTube or not, but we got a buddy that works out at the same place we do that is actually in IT security that is a former Marine. I'll
have to introduce you to him at a later time, but I got a quick story before we go. So a friend of mine at work does what I do was out trick or treating a few years ago, and he just how you kind of just mingle in with the groups.
Yeah.
And he walked up to one of the neighbors that was walking around, and they started talking, and the guy was like, "Oh yeah, I do this and that," and he told him where he worked, and he did IT security, and he complained about my group. He was like, I can't believe what these guys do. They do nothing. They're lazy. They don't ever do anything. All they do is watch TV all night. He just sat there and just threw us under the bus. Just started to shit all night.
So he knows you guys.
Very well.
Yeah.
And then he looked at my friend and says, and then he's like, you work at Watchman? What do you do? And he's like, And he's like, and the guy was like, ooh, sorry.
You guys fucking monitor portholes to
Yes, we
alternate
do.
fucking dimensions.
Well, yeah.
Let's be honest. Let's bring the truth bomb out right now.
They are portals to alternate dimensions that normal
I
people
don't know
cannot
anything
get
about
in.
what you're saying. I'm cutting it off for the night. I will talk to you guys later.
Have you not seen that video?
Yeah.
He knows about it because he's a porthole master.
No, he's not. He doesn't even cross the line. He stays on the outside.
He knows about portholes. He's running the portholes.
Do you
I
even
don't
have?
I don't have to. You don't get a check without me.
Do you even have a blue badge?
Beyond.
All right.
Yeah, he's blurple.
Oscar.
Hey, Oscar. Fucking thanks, man. That's going to all the fucking Doxons. That's 100% going to Doxons. Good old honey.
Hey guys, been great. Had a good time. Love you.
Yeah,
Talk to you
fantastic.
soon.
Thanks, you guys. Thanks,
Nice talking to you, John. Good to see you, buddy.
All right, see you, brother.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Oscar, for that last minute fucking donation. All the money is going to Dash Hound Rescue of Tennessee. There's a QR code up there, or just go to Dash Hound Rescue fucking Tennessee. And if you can, fucking get one of the Dash Hounds, man. If you go on their website, you'll see all the Dash Hounds are looking for homes, and fucking.
I'm not judging you. I've never been a Dotson fan. But I'm not getting one.
Why? You know, Cowboy.
I don't like little wieners.
Dude, they're fucking the best dogs ever.
You need to take your wiener to Shoalsbrough. You're not going to be here. Because Emma's running Cowboy Shoalsbrough.
Yeah, I know.
Well, you should just go. You should take Oscar. Just go. Just throw him in that shit. Just let him go.
Oscar would kick ass. Have you seen how fucking fast he is?
I have.
The fastest motherfucker in the fucking. I throw a frisbee. He's basically there before the frisbee, like as fast as I can throw things.
He's a young buck, but he's not old yet.
He's stuck up the hill, so I need to go grab him. So anyway, great live. Thanks for coming along.
Thank you
it's
for
been
having
a great
me.
time, and thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you next time.
All right, good night, y'all.
Keep sipping. Play outro and